Hello, and welcome to Pop Culture Parables, where we find the truth of the Bible in stories you already may know. Today we're diving back into Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, and this time we're looking at the parable of Gilderoy Lockhart. We first catch a glimpse of Lockhart in Diagon Alley. While Harry and the Weasleys are shopping for school supplies, he's busy doing a book signing for his newest biography, and he wastes no time in grabbing Harry for a photo op. We don't see him again until the start of the school year. At Hogwarts, each year there is a new defense against the dark arts teacher, and this year it's none other than Gilderoy Lockhart.
Pretty obvious.
It's here in the classroom that we start to see that there is more, or maybe less, to Lockhart than meets the eye. For his first lesson, he tries to teach them about Cornish pixies, but he ends up fleeing the classroom and leaves it up to the students to wrangle the pixies and bring the class back to some kind of order. Time and again throughout the film, we see Lockhart acting full of himself and bragging about what he can do, but he almost always turns out to be either inept or outright lying. Between trying to fix Harry's arm, cursing bad luck that he wasn't nearby when someone was petrified, since he knew just a spell to spare them, and even claiming to know where the Chamber of Secrets is all along, he shows time and again that while he talks a good game, he isn't really able to back it up. At one point, Harry is given detention and he has to serve it with Professor Lockhart, who decides that the best punishment for Harry is to help him answer all of his fan mail. Lockhart sees Harry as kind of a younger version of himself, and he decides to give him some advice. He says that fame is a fickle friend, and that celebrity is as celebrity does. He's basically telling Harry how important it is to him that he keeps up appearances. His showboating and arrogance comes full circle at the climax. When he's forced to explore the Chamber of Secrets, the professors call him out and tell him to go. And Harry and Ron catch him packing his bags and trying to leave, rather than do what he's told. They force him to come with them as they go into the chamber, but somehow he manages to get a hold of Ron's wand, and he confesses everything that he's done. He says all the amazing things he's written about, all the amazing books he's written, those stories were actually done by other witches and wizards. The only thing he's really good at is erasing memories. And that's what he's planning on doing now. He's going to erase the memories of Ron and of Harry, and he's going to tell them that he saved them and that they lost their minds, but that he's a hero. Well, Ron's wand was broken, thankfully, and its spell backfires, erasing Lockhart's mind and memories and leaving him in a sorry state.
Hello. Who are you?
This entire story, Lockhart would tell anyone who would listen how amazing he is, how good he is at what he does. He built an entire empire off of the idea that he is the peak wizard in this world. We even start to see the cracks in this armor when he tells Harry that he has to keep up appearances to keep his fame earlier on. If Lockhart had just been willing to tell the other professors he didn't know where the chamber was, or ask for help and say he wasn't sure he could handle it, then he probably would have left Hogwarts with his mind intact. His reputation might have taken a beating, but he still would have been who he was, rather than leaving with his mind completely empty. Proverbs 11:2 says, "When pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with humility comes wisdom." So if you find your head growing or your ego running amok unchecked, remember the parable of Gilderoy Lockhart. Remember that pride comes before the fall, and that wisdom is found in humility. Thank you for joining us for another Pop Culture Parable. What other parables are there in the Harry Potter franchise? And for that matter, what other stories, franchises, movies, shows, or anything else should we cover? If you have suggestions, we'd love to hear them. And if we missed something, we'd love to hear that too down in the comments below. We hope that you've learned something through this, that you will be blessed because of it, and you will be a blessing due to it as well. Go and remember the parable of Lockhart. You are loved. If you enjoyed this, please remember to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. That way you can be made aware whenever there's a new video coming out with a new Pop Culture Parable.